Well, hello everybody. This is Making Sankey First Name King, and today we've got Mark, Pocket Figure School, and Dan, DW Media. Now we're going to talk about video because video creates FOMO, doesn't it, Mark?
Indeed it does. If you use it the right way, it can create some really powerful FOMO as well. And obviously we have the FOMO queen, the one and only, the original King, who is the absolute expert at creating FOMO. And I've just thinking about this, King. It's November since we last saw each other in person, you know. So to see you back up in our neck of the woods in Newcastle upon Tyne is absolutely amazing, fabulous. And we connect most weeks anyway, virtually, but to actually be in person again is just an absolute joy and pleasure.
Oh, I didn't say that, about five. And we got Dan, of course. Dan is amazing at all things video FOMO, drone FOMO, website FOMO, and all of it, aren't you, Dan?
Well, maybe, yeah. I don't know. You tell me.
And live streaming FOMO as well. Tell us a little bit about Pride. I mean, that was incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. So we broadcasted for 3 days there at Pride, creating a load of live content, about 40 to 45 live streams with 10,000 views, broadcasting live from the site all weekend with some fantastic guests, with two amazing presenters, running the whole weekend from like a studio that we built on site. So yeah, it was absolutely amazing. Yeah.
Amazing. Now, as I said, Mark is my right-hand guy when it comes to video FOMO, because he transforms my Zoom interviews to FOMO magic. Now, why is that important, Mark?
Because you need to brand these things. So lots of people do virtual interviews now because obviously, you know, unfortunately the pandemic meant that a lot of people had to transition into doing a lot more stuff online. And lots of people were using that platform, the Zoom platform, which is great. You know, it's a great tool, but everybody's video interviews look exactly the same. So you need to actually zhuzh it up a bit and actually brand it and make sure that it looks a little bit unique and different, because there is such a sea of noise out there on social media now that you need to be able to stand out. And a great way to stand out is to just repurpose this content by actually making it look a little bit better than the standard stuff, which kind of just disappears into everybody else's interviews. So yeah, just knowing, you know, what you need to do. And if you've got your company branding and you want it to be part of your whole ethos around your company, then just having these video interviews tweaked, shall we say, to get the best performance out of them is definitely something you need to think about.
Amazing. Now, Dan is a man of many talents. As I said, not only did he transform my website, and it looks amazing, FOMOcreator.social, by the way. Bit of plug there. And not only that, but he does live streaming as well, which generates the ultimate FOMO, doesn't it? Just going back by our example again with the fabulous Pride. Of course, people came to Pride up in Newcastle, but there would have been people who couldn't come for whatever reason. So why does live streaming create the ultimate FOMO?
So it's about people not being there and still being able to connect with the event is the main part. People who aren't there but still want to go, maybe they couldn't go for some reasons, or maybe it's just inaccessible for them to go. It's really key to sort of get them connected with the event by getting them on social media, interacting, feel like they're there and part of it, and feel like there's content going out that makes them part of it as well. So a lot of the stuff with live streaming is to do that, and also to bring people in from different networks and stuff that can't be present at the event, to create an event that is, it's all over social media, it goes all over. We were doing YouTube and Facebook with Pride, and it was just getting that outreach to people who couldn't be there for any reason, or it might not have been possible for them to get there in any way. So yeah.
Now, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit, Dan, because you're a man of many talents. What's your favourite bit that you like to do? Because you do website creation, you do social media for clients, you do live streaming, you do drone footage as well. What's the thing that you enjoy the most?
I like things when they get as complex as possible to the point you can't figure out what you're going to do next. Mark will know this. So I sometimes like overcomplicating stuff. So probably live streaming is the best of it, because you can overcomplicate to the point where it's an absolute mess. Yeah. And then you have to take a step back and go, actually, this could be solved by just getting that very small cable over there. So I love live streaming for that reason, and I'd have to probably say drones probably secondary. Yeah. It's just, I love stuff like that. It's just absolutely amazing.
Amazing. Now, Mark's also a man of many talents as well. He's not only my video guy, but he's my mentor. He, he helps me every week with my business. He's incredible and an incredible friend as well. And you do so much stuff for your clients as well. What's your favorite thing? I know it's like choosing your favorite child, but what's the favorite thing that really brings you joy when it comes to video?
Well, actually, I think at the moment it's this kind of new offering that I'm working on, which is I keep saying to people I'm on a bit of a mission to rehumanize business communication, because I think we've all become very jaded with the social media and the being able to, or being expected to create content on a hamster wheel all the time. So I think sometimes we can just take a little bit of a step back and we can look at the friction points in our business, and we can use video to eliminate a lot of those friction points. One of the big examples that I've given recently to a lot of people that I've been discussing this with is I had to go to a network, didn't have to, I went to a networking event recently. And it was in a building that I've never been in before. And I'm one of these people who likes to be as efficient with their time as possible. So I always make sure I know where the entrance is, I know where the parking is, so that I don't have to walk too far and that the parking isn't going to cost me a fortune. But I couldn't find the actual entrance to this building on Google Maps.
Oh, wow.
When I did my due diligence. So I was a little bit anxious about, well, I'm not sure how to get in there. And once I got in the building, eventually after walking all the way around nearly twice, there was no reception and I couldn't work out where I needed to be within the building.
Oh, wow.
And I just thought, that could have been such an easy fix by just sending a little video of, this is where the entrance is, this is how you find us. So it's one of those, as I say, a friction point in somebody's business that is an easy fix with a 90-second video. So it's things like that, and it's about being more personal in your business. So I'm currently doing quite a lot of networking, and one of the things that I'm doing as a follow-up is I'm sending, and this is not a new concept, but I'm sending people personal video messages, which I've had a conversation with them. They've had a conversation with lots of people, and they forget about who they've seen. Yes, they've got a pocket full of business cards quite often, or leaflets, but just rehumanizing and being personal about the follow-up makes a huge difference. So I had a conversation with somebody today who I wanted to speak to at a networking event. I sent him a personal video message earlier on in the week and just said, are you going to be at the event on Friday? Because I'd love to have a chat with you, because we didn't get to spend much time last time. And I caught up with him at this event this morning, and he said, I was blown away by that message. And I was telling all of my colleagues when I was in a meeting about this, and he said, it was such a talking point. And that's the kind of thing, it's that talking about you when you're not there. So how can you leverage technology to be able to do that? And personal video messaging is a great way of being able to do that.
Absolutely love that. And you'll hear more about the rehumanizing of your business when you get in touch with Mark from Pocket Video School. Now, Dan, if people wanted to get in touch with you about live streaming, about drone footage, about video, about websites, social media management, oh my God, I'm exhausted. You're so talented. Where can people find you?
If you go to thedwmedia.co.uk, you can find out more on our website. You can just go to our social media, which is thedwmedia, and we're all over there on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. Need to put more effort into that.
Bit dancing.
Yeah. No, not happening. I don't have the energy for that. But yeah, you can find us on all the social media platforms, and you can get in touch. We've got email, we've got WhatsApp. I remember when you got in touch first and you were like, I'm not using email. Yeah, I remember that.
I'm not an email person. And Mark, if people wanted to get in touch with you with all your video knowledge, your mentoring, your rehumanizing at networking events and so on, where can they find you?
So I'm on Pocket Video School across all the socials, apart from Twitter, which I didn't realize when I chose the handle that there was too many characters. So I'm just Pocket Vid School on Twitter. I was so good at it, but never mind. I just didn't count the characters up. So, but yeah, I'm usually pretty much everywhere. And obviously I'm Mark Orr on LinkedIn if you want to connect with me there.
Amazing. Now, as I said, I've used Mark's services for a couple of years now. He transforms my Zoom videos to FOMO magic. So I haven't given you a testimonial, video testimonial, have I? No. I need to give a video testimonial, but highly recommend his services, so do go and get in touch. And as I said, the fabulous Dan, we were going to work together on the live streaming for Newcastle Pride, but I got COVID, boo. But he also created my website as well, so highly recommend his services, so do get in touch. I think that's pretty much it, guys. We better go and have some lunch. We'll tweet you later.